Hi, this is Vishali. Thank you so much for joining today. Today I'm gonna talk about my new favorite topic and obsession, which is I want to show you my nails. That's why I'm doing this. These are my nails, guys. Okay. This is the color of the year, as you guys know, which will be changing soon because we're gonna step into the brand new year 2026 very soon. But that's not a topic for today. Anyways, I want to dive into a internet which reminds me of say 2010s or 2007ish. I sort of came on internet and had my first email around 2008 9ish. Um, so I was a teenager at that time and I've sort of seen internet from that point onwards, right? And when of course, it changes. My dad has seen most of it, like the total introduction of internet in India and everything like that. But what I've seen from my experience is that uh, there was no algorithms, as we all know, and it was a very different space, which now is called as indie web. Um, I sort of got introduced to New Cities, Wave, and all of these websites where it sort of brings back the magic of retro. How that whole phase is totally retro for us, which is very nostalgic, and that's exactly what I'm hunting these days. Nostalgia, maybe when it comes to internet, which is not really, uh, you know, which is not really mainstream. Not only in this website thing or internet, which I'm sort of finding totally pleasant to be a pleasant experience. My music taste has also changed rapidly. This might be a surprise for you guys that I haven't listened to the Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift's the new album yet, and I've been very inclined towards the alternative indie music type of zone and sort of getting rid of the mainstream sort of you know situation, which is sort of branded as capitalist and whatever, but maybe I've grown out of it now, and I'm sort of finding new experiences, new music taste, sort of the space to be on the internet, which is not very much business oriented, where you just come on board and everybody's selling you something. I am also the one doing so when I go on different platforms, but you know um, maybe I'm also adding to that when it comes to business Instagrams and Facebooks and all of that. But to say in short is that the being on internet and feeling something has changed, which comes down to new cities. Now I sort of built my site. I'm just going to put some inserts here where you can see the one I'm talking about. Also, I sort of vibe coded at the beginning because I'm not a coder. I haven't learned it, but eventually, vibe coding can just take you so far. You have to sort of understand the language of computer of how to make web pages. So I did a 6 hours course on YouTube where this guy, the simple dev guy, has taught it so well that it just got stitched and sort of tucked in my brain. It is so cool to understand what exactly the code means. So I sort of dived into it. I've sort of learned that also and created this site, which I'll just add here. I'm also very curious to sort of play with the Windows 98 thing. Everything nostalgia, I did not get the embed of the Windows Media Player, which used to play at that time, like 2 decades ago or so. I got a Winmap player, whatever it is called, where I have also had it in the side. The games I used to play, the pinball and all of it, the CD inserts, the document Blinkies and the GIFs. I've all added as much as I could. I've sort of used the OG web and homepage, the start page of computer with this green hills and all of it of Windows 98. And basically, what I did there was just sort of curate a sanctuary for me, which could take me back to that era where, of course, everything was not dictated by algorithms. There were not too many short form videos shoved down my throat. There was not something which was happening. It was a more lower type of zone. I also came across this what do you call it? A space. Hey, it is just like a MySpace, but I was not around that time. Like I did not jump on MySpace, so I might not be able to relate to it. The MySpace thing, the space. Hey, like it is sort of a very much due, not due, it is sort of reminds people of MySpace. So if that works for you, great. I haven't logged in there yet. I'm just working with new cities, sort of looking for other people's website. It's so cool. It has the personalities. I know that it is very easy to make websites these days, like WordPress and all of this Wix has the template already. You just have to just get started there. You don't have to do a lot of calm down, it just happens within a blink of eye there. But with new cities, it sort of reminds me of when I used to be on web back in the day, and sort of go through websites, and it was so HTML coded, and the whole page ka theme was something which exactly clicks, it sort of tickles something in my mind, and it sort of comforts me at the same time. Okay, so I'm just going to also add my few favorite websites here in this video, and I feel like I'm more inclined towards indie web these days, which which sort of is very much cute. It is not something which is really in face. You know what I mean? It is something which you can try, you can play with, you can be creative. Even though your phones are clicking pictures of 2 MB size, 3 MB size, you have to sort of crunch it down to KBs and then upload it there. It is totally a different vibe, you guys. It takes a lot of mehnat to sort of align the website neatly. But if you are happy playing with it, it's a great experience in this day and age, I would say, where um, once Sora 2 enters Indian market pretty soon, I don't know when, it is just going to give us the TikTok vibes, and there are already many reels here and there, shorts here and there. I don't know what the AI slop will create further. With vibe coding, obviously AI is helping you out a bit, but here, like you are creating something also. With AI slop, you are just going to see random people who are there coming on board, and not they are not coming on board, but the personality is taking shape in this AI slop. So I don't know what is going to happen to the creativeness, or to the integrity of the platform coming soon, like coming as we come into the next half of 2020. It really feels very unpleasant for the eyes. Like, eyes can't believe what's going on with the AI slop, as they call it, the enshittification, as they call it, uh, the dead internet theory, as they call it. It is pretty weird. It could go down pretty much crazily, because yesterday only I heard that Sam Altman is going to launch something by the end of December, where the adults can opt in, where the AI can turn into a sexy bot for you guys, where you can have erotic situations, like talks there. So there's that. So this video is going to be a lot of mixture of a lot of stuff, but with all of this going on, where Instagram, in my mind, this is the thing. See, Facebook is just for the community purposes, to get interacting with. If you need a flat here and there, if you want to get into some community here and there, there's that. Twitter for me is just to report to the customer service people of specific brands. Instagram is just to build businesses, and it has this business orientation. Like, hey, you want this, you want that. Okay, I'm selling this, I'm selling that. The business doesn't officially start until you have an Instagram page these days. And down the line, it's just going to be that. Okay, uh, people who, it's not going to give a sense of community. I don't know how many people are going to post anyways there, because everything is just going on down the drain pretty quickly. It doesn't show you us the people who we want to see, and something different recommendations are shoved down our throat, and then there are ads, and all of those nasty stuff. I mean, that's how they get revenue, but the experience can be much better. So, indie web is a great option to sort of dive into. You might feel the lack of being up to the zeitgeist, what is happening, okay, this and that, but sort of it just creates a different internet also. Okay, the indie web thing. So, if you want some websites with personalities, you can build something on NeoCities. There is also NicoWeb. Okay, you can build something there. Also, with the Fediverse coming into play, I've been taking a lot of interest in it. I have also done something. I have some pages running on Fediverse these days, and that place is sort of pretty cool. Uh, like we have PixelFed as an alternative for Instagram, where, oh my god, the grid, the 2012 2013 Instagram grid is there. And I just love it so much. I did this introvert challenge and sort of posted it there. So on PixelFed, it is sort of a Fediverse. It is part of a Fediverse because it runs on activity protocol. Mastodon is also that, WordPress and Lemmy, and all of this servers, this socials are of activity pub protocol, and the blue sky one, which I am on also, is run on AT protocol. These are great options. I feel it just filters out some sort of internet which was not a part of the internet, which became a part of the internet, uh, like for you pages, algorithms, and all of that. So if you are sort of done with it and you are just going to go there just for business purposes, work purposes, then it's all fine. But if you want to have something which is very sort of slow, aligned, the internet you deserve, then that's IndieWeb, Fediverse, and all of these beautiful websites and places on the internet. Internet is not dead if you know what's alive, what keeps you alive, how you can keep it alive, what makes you feel alive, all of this. And I feel that IndieWeb, Fediverse makes me feel more alive, and it makes me feel that internet is not dead yet. The internet is also alive. So that's it for today, guys. That's the charcha for today. Thank you so much for joining in. And yeah, take care. Bye.